Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gary, and welcome to another episode of my Alvin and the Bradys series. This is episode 41, in case you're wondering. In the last episode, we talked about how Brittany, Jeanette, and Eleanor here, they are, I think they should be, regarded as an addition to the Chipmunks, rather than just a separate female group under the name the Chipettes. They shouldn't be called the Chipettes. They should be called the Chipmunks, as well as Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, because I really think, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore is only half of the Chipmunks group. I really think that. So, anyway, if you're referring to all six characters, if you're referring to all six characters in the Alvin and the Chipmunks franchise, what would the title of the show be? Well, that's a very good question for me. I actually read something a while back. I think it was on Wikipedia. That when they use the title Alvin and the Chipmunks, when they usually use the title Alvin and the Chipmunks, it usually referred to only Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, just the three boys, not the girls. Of course, it's, obvious that the Alvin show refers to, just Alvin, Simon, and Theodore too, without Brittany, Jeanette, or Eleanor. But I read something, where it was, when it referred to seasons, when Alvin and the Chipmunks in the 80s series went from season 6 to 8, it was renamed the Chipmunks. And that said, it was referring, to the three boy chipmunks and the three girl chipmunks, the Chipettes. That's basically what it was saying. But of course, the episodes, sometimes would just include Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Most episodes, even in their sixth season, it would just include Alvin, Simon, and Theodore without a trace of the girls. of course, there were still a few episodes that included just the girls and Miss Miller and no Alvin, Simon, or Theodore, or Dave. So, they were basically each half of the Chipmunks was trooping off without the other half. What but, this never happened in the Brady Bunch. I mean, the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch here has, these were separate families to begin with, but, all 6 kids, whether they were male or female, and they were referred to the Brady Bunch or the Brady Bunch kids. And I'm telling you, all 6 characters, well, there were a few exceptions, like one character might have been absent, but all 6, both groups of characters appeared, in every episode of the Brady Bunch, unlike, the Chipmunks. And, they didn't, and, the Brady Bunch did not know the meaning of, of trooping off without the other half, as explained in the camping episode. But, with the Chipmunks, trooping off without the other half is what's always been going on. And, it's probably because of Alvin, because he's such a troublemaker, and he can be selfish at times, but, I still think he has a good heart, and I really think, he should, be living with Brittany and her sisters in the same house together, as if they were sisters, and if Brittany wants, and if Alvin wants the attic, and Brittany wants the attic too, in the Seville house, I think Alvin should, I really think Alvin should, be, if he doesn't like, being in the room with his brothers, he'll have to put up with it for a little while, because I think he should, I really think he should give Brittany the attic, just like, Greg gave Marcia the attic in the Brady house. So, anyway, back to what I was going to say. I'm sorry that took so long, but, anyway, so, like, when referring to all 6 characters, like, they renamed the series the Chipmunks. But, obviously that wasn't, true. Obviously, usually, when they say, and, usually, when they say when they say the Chipmunks, it still just refers to, it just refers to the three boy chipmunks. Only the three, it still only refers to the three boy chipmunks regardless. And, and of course, the Chipettes only refers to Brittany, Jeanette, and Eleanor. So, anyway, back to what I was going to say here. When, when referring to, all the, but, what is the main difference between Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Chipmunks in those terms? But, well, usually, Alvin and the Chipmunks usually refers to, to the name of the TV show. That's usually what Alvin and the Chipmunks usually refers to. The name of the TV show that features, the chipmunk characters. But when you say the Chipmunks, it usually refers to, it usually refers to, it refers to the group of characters, who are called the Chipmunks, the band, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. But that's only half. If you want me to name the whole Chipmunk band, it's the whole Chipmunks group is Alvin, Simon, Theodore, Brittany, Jeanette, and Eleanor. Just like the Brady Bunch. Because it's 6 chipmunks, not three chipmunks. 3 chipmunks is only half. Remember that. 3, Alvin, Simon, Theodore is only half the chipmunks, and they always go trooping off without the other half. And of course, Greg, Peter, and Bobby, that's only half of the Brady kids. And, and Marcia, Jane, and Cindy, that's only half of the Brady kids too. But, Greg, Peter, Bobby, Marcia, Jane, and Cindy is all of the Brady kids. So you get what I'm saying? Yeah, so... Yeah, but, so, I told you before, Alvin and the Chipmunks refers to, the title of the TV show. And, usually, because, you don't actually hear they don't, Alvin doesn't call themselves Alvin and the Chipmunks. They just refer to themselves as the Chipmunks, That's the main difference there, but you get the idea here. You get the idea there, so... still, when they're referring to, like, the male and they still, they still refer to, but, within the show, they still refer to the three chipmunks as I've said, as just the boys, and of course, Brittany, Jeanette, and Eleanor by themselves, they refer to them as, not half of the chipmunks, but, as a separate group called the Chipettes, but they're still, I think they should be, referred to as the chipmunks, but, just the female half of the chipmunks. And, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore should be referred to as the male half of the chipmunks. And, and the same with the Brady Bunch. Greg, Peter, and Bobby is the male half of the Bradys, and Marcia, Jan, and Cindy is the female half of the Bradys. So get it? Well, that's, that's about it for this episode. But, you probably, I hope I've made my point here. More videos to come, because, what I'm trying to do here, my next hope and dream here is to, sorry this video ran a little long, but in my next video, I'll talk more about, what I'm trying to promote a crossover series here, so see everyone in the next video. Thanks everyone, bye.